Hola guys, it's Tuesday and I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet, which is not my forte, but I gotta pick up little dude at my mom's house and I don't have far to drive to get in all the ridiculousness that has happened today. I am through, I am over, I am just waiting to be fired, but I don't want to do anything myself to get me fired, like intentional, even though I was really tempted today to just cuss everybody out. Today I received my final written warning for attendance based on the May 18th absence that I had, where big dude had to pull me out of the car because my leg was useless. And I remember telling her, and I understood, like I said, I don't need special treatment. I don't expect anybody to bend the rules for me. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I can only do what I can do. And I did tell her, if disciplinary action is going to be required, I absolutely understand, but there is nothing I can do in regards to the way my leg was acting. I am in pain daily. Some days I fake a pretty good front. Most I don't. But anyway, that day was the 18th, and I knew there could be repercussions. So when it came to it and they gave me the breakdown of the absences that they're using for this final write-up, again I was concerned because some of these dates were excused by a physician, not scheduled, but definitely under medical care. And until I am told directly from HR that these absences cannot be used, they are unexcused even with a doctor's notice, even if you are under medical care, until I'm physically told by someone in HR, because our policy, the description when you look up the policy online, is very vague. Very vague. It mentions doctor notes, but it's very vague the way it's worded. But until I hear point blank from HR that no, they're no good, will I accept it? And I said as much. I got one more call in and I'm gonna get fired, but I already know I don't want to work there anymore anyway, and my big dude has all but assured me we will be fine. You know, you can collect unemployment if you need to. I'll pay for physical therapy, whatever it is you need to. You know, stop harping on it. Stop letting it consume you. So, but I still, as an adult, don't want to lose my job. Especially if I don't have to. Like I said, if the policy is, whether you have an excuse or not, lady, if you call in, that's it. Okay, that's perfectly understandable. But I'm not getting that clarification. I've asked my manager, I've asked her boss, can you clarify? Because I'm beginning to feel as if though these absences should not be part of this write-up, and they won't give me any response at all. They're just dodging it. So today I finally told them, because no one is confirming with me, no one is clarifying this information that I need in regards to these absences with the doctor notes, I'm just going to reach out to HR myself. No sooner do I do that, guys, I get a second notification. This time I'm being verbally warned about my behavior. Y'all want to know what my behavior was, guys? My behavior was the panic attack I had on that Monday after that patient that has harassed me for a year triggered me into. So apparently when I had that panic attack, it frightened my coworkers so much, and I know it did. It's a scary thing. I talked to you guys about this, how embarrassed I was, how bad I felt that they had to experience that, because it's scary when you see somebody having an anxiety attack. But that day after I had the anxiety attack and I came in and they took such good care of me, we were fine. We were all getting along. We were all ended up joking about it the next day, and my coworkers were like, no, you can't let anybody hurt you. Nobody seemed disturbed, okay? But apparently they were, because my written, verbal, whatever this notification is regarding my behavior, was that I am basically out of hand. I am aggressive. I am violent. My coworkers do not feel safe around me. and if my behavior continues, that disciplinary action will be required. I'm like, whoa, where the heck did this come from? Because as far as I know, me and my coworkers were cool. I was embarrassed. They were a little scared, but we were cool. Everything was good. Well, attached to that written or whatever warning in regards to my behavior are 2 emailed statements, 1 each from my coworkers. One, I'll read them to you. Now, granted, this happened, the panic attack happened on May 8th. The incident where I was like, I ain't doing this again, and I accidentally slammed the door, that was on the 10th, okay? So let me read you guys what was presented or what was sent to my manager on the 10th. Now, my manager held on to these until today. So what one of them says, so the one from the older lady I work with, hey, this is to my boss. Hey, we're not sure what's going on with Melissa, but on 5/8/23, she was very outspoken after taking a call from a patient. She was very upset to the point that she had a very bad panic attack, which caused me and blank to become very concerned. On 5/10/23, she did it again, which caused blank to become very upset. Melissa walked out yelling, cursing, slamming the door behind her. I didn't walk out yelling. I did say, F this, I'm not doing this again. And I walked out and accidentally slammed the door. Remember I told y'all when the door slammed, I was like, oh crap. Yep. But according to them, I was yelling, cursing, and slamming the door. Okay? So that's one of them. Now here is the other one. Good morning, blank, our manager. As per our discussion earlier regarding Melissa Perez, now this is dated May 10th at 10:49. Okay? May 10th, 10:49 a.m. It had just happened, okay? I had just walked out and the door had just slammed. It had just happened. And I was out there in the lobby trying to cool down. So apparently, they were talking about me already, okay? As per our discussion earlier regarding Melissa Perez, on Monday, 5/8, she was dealing with a patient that was being difficult. She got frustrated and started having a panic attack and could not deal with the patient. Blank and I had to take over and handle the situation. We thought we'd have to call for an emergency due to her reaction. She said she felt better but kept talking and going on throughout the day, complaining and cursing about it, and made it hard to be around her and made it hard to be around in the room with her. Today, 5:10, she got a patient who was being disrespectful and very difficult, and she immediately got upset and slammed the phone and screamed really loud, then cursed and left the room, slamming the door really hard to the point where we got scared. All that reaction caused me a panic attack and made me feel very emotional. Her reactions are too much and aggressive to be around. Thank you. So that's the second one, okay? First of all, on the 8th, I did not complain and curse about the situation throughout the day. We were all joking around about it, getting along. Everything was fine. They actually even made me feel better about the situation. So that's a lie, okay? Then on 5/10, where I got a patient who was being disrespectful and very difficult, this is a psycho who I ended up having to call the police on. I slammed the phone and screamed really loud. No. I put the phone down, got up and said, oh, hell no, I'm not putting up with this. And then walked out and the door accidentally slammed. But apparently, I'm such a big, scary monster that I set her off and gave her a panic attack. But you know what? You're not telling the whole truth. See, this girl in particular is the one who is constantly arguing with her baby daddy, personal calls. Is worried about her mom's health condition, is currently trying to bring her from Columbia to New York, and has been very upset with the school district because she doesn't feel that they're tending to her autistic child right. So she's had a lot. I've told you guys that she's going through some things, because remember I told you that my coworkers had finally kind of started to talk to me again after the whole call to police incident. The older one, she's starting to talk to me. We talk about Tim or whatever. But the other one, the little one, has not spoken to me. Well, I just figured, I know I've told you guys, I just figured she's going through some things and whatever. At the end of the day, I really don't give a crap. I don't need to be chit-chatty anyway. Well, she's going through all that crap, but my slamming the door accidentally made her have a panic attack. You ain't telling all the truth. Just like they didn't tell the whole truth. See, when I responded in the comments to my manager and her manager in regards to my outbursts, I mentioned I have been harassed for a year. Let me show y'all. Let me read to y'all what my response was to the behavior. And I don't sugarcoat, guys. I don't sugarcoat. I'm very, very blunt. And some of y'all might think it's absolutely unprofessional, but whatever. At this point, I don't sugarcoat anyway. My comments today regarding the behavior, since they knew I was going to fight the attendance, since they knew I was going to get HR, their people involved, they came in at me with the behavior. Well, if we can't get her there, let's go ahead and try and get her with something else. So my comment to them was regarding my outbursts, and I put it in quotation marks, regarding my outbursts at work. In the year I have worked here, I have had to deal with patient, blah, 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 repeatedly. He is abusive, aggressive, offensive, and nasty to deal with, but I attempt to help him until the point of mental exhaustion because that is my job. This particular patient will call and ask for me, will call and hang up if someone else answers. Both blank and blank are aware of this man. We have spoken about him in detail, all discussing how manipulative he is in regards to his treatment of me specifically. The Monday I had the panic attack, he called. He immediately triggered me, but I did my best for 15 minutes to help him access his My Chart. I eventually had to hang up. I attempted to walk out, but was overcome by anxiety. My coworkers asked me to sit down and helped calm me down. I was upset the rest of the day, but did not cuss excessively at any other patients or in general. We all got along the rest of the day as well as we always do. The second incident happened on Wednesday that same week. A patient named blah, blah, blah verbally attacked me, and once again I was triggered by the abuse. I hung up and did state I ain't doing this shit today and left the office so I wouldn't upset anyone with another possible panic attack. I closed the door behind me, and unfortunately it did slam. Upon coming back in, my manager let me know she'd also been verbally attacked by the same patient, but asked that I apologize to my coworkers. As soon as I came back into the office. That patient continued to harass us for 2 days, making me feel so unsafe that I reported this behavior to campus police. A report is on file. I had no idea until today that my behavior had caused my coworker to have a panic attack of her own. I am human and can only take so much abuse from our patients. It does not excuse any outburst, but there is no mention of any of those other details regarding those days. Methodist seems to expect its employees to be made of steel, have no medical issues, have no emergencies, have no emotions. I am not a robot. I will be looking into whether my under medical care absences are being used against me incorrectly for the attendance write-up, but it's obvious with this new notification that you all want me out. If that is the case, then please have the courtesy to do it swiftly and not continue to question my work ethic or integrity. And I sent it, and I don't give a crap if it's not professional. I don't give a crap if it's so aggressive and so confrontational. I don't care. They're questioning how I do my job. They're basically calling me a psycho person who can't handle her job, and that is not okay. My coworkers painted me out that way. Okay, so when I came in after PT and I got the notification, I saw that both of my coworkers had sent in those emails. My coworker just happened at the time, unless she was being nosy because she kept passing by me and noticed that I was on the write-up typing up stuff, because she happened to sit down. She goes, Melissa, I understand that you're going through some things, but we all have to work together, and you cannot shirk your responsibilities. You have got to help answer these phones. I said, I just got back from PT. I'm currently responding to an email that I have got to respond to, and as soon as I get that done, I will start to answer the phones. And I bit my tongue in saying, like, you don't answer the phone when you're on the phone with your daughters, with your husband, with your auntie. Like, the other one doesn't answer her phone when she's on her phone with her mom in Colombia or fighting with her baby daddy. But I didn't say that. Okay, I didn't say that. But mind you, I already know they done sent these emails about me. So, she started talking to me like my mother. Well, you're a grown woman and excuse me. I said, I have got to take care of some things, but if you have a complaint about my work behavior, you can just go ahead and reach out to our manager, because I know you guys are good at that. As soon as I said that, both of them, well, what are you, we don't know what's going on over there, and if we need to talk to you, they were ready to defend themselves. They knew. They were just waiting for me to find out. So it became this big old girl cat fight. And the fact that I'm not fired right now because I'm the bad guy right now, I'm the big bad wolf, I know the girls in scheduling right across the door from us heard all this nonsense, so I'm really surprised that I didn't get fired today. But I honestly don't expect to make the rest of the week, because they've already tagged me the big bad wolf. So that argument, even though all three of us were, if it does get reported, it's going to be me being insubordinate and me being psycho again. But when all this came up, I wrote notes, okay? They tried to say that they weren't the only ones who complained, that the girls from scheduling right across the door also complained. Yet I made the point that only 2 emailed incident reports were submitted with the write-up, and those were those 2. Then they tried to say, well, what were we supposed to do? When blank came to ask us what happened, we weren't going to lie for you. That pissed me off so bad, guys. And I told them I didn't expect them to lie, but tell the whole story at least. Y'all know the build-up to all this anxiety. Y'all know the build-up to my panic attack. Y'all know why I reacted, why I reacted the way I did to that psycho. Y'all know this. We talk about this all the time. Y'all know this. But y'all didn't share that information with her? Okay. So I just, you know how this man has triggered the man who triggered my panic attack was the same man who for a year has been singling me out. The same man we all talk and joke about, specifically asking for me in his sing-song voice. How I have placed the calls on speaker so you all can hear him speak to me in a baiting, condescending manner. How he continuously calls hanging up until he gets me on the phone. And y'all failed to tell her how I have handled every one of his calls prior to this last one that set me off with professionalism and more patience than I should. And then, why didn't you tell her about the second psycho and how he had already called me twice and insulted, berated, and cussed me out before I couldn't take it anymore? Where are all those details? So when I told them that they leave those details out, it makes me look like a psycho who can't handle her job and won't allow anyone, to get near me. I'm not putting up with that. I'm not putting up with that. So they swore up and down that they had told our manager all of that. We told her all that. We told her all that. We can't. It's not our fault. That she omitted some of that stuff in the report. We don't have any control over what she included in the report. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And I told her, look, I don't know what you told her. I can't confirm it or deny it. The only thing I can go by is the emails that she attached to the complaint, which are your guys' words, and what it says is what it says. And both of you paint me as aggressive and hostile and scary, and y'all can't work around me. That's how y'all painted me off, okay? So then we're still arguing back and forth, and the oldest one had the nerve to tell me. She made it worse by saying that everything would have been okay had I walked back in and apologized like I meant it. She says, you only said sorry, guys, like you hadn't just caused an uproar in the office. So I was like, hold up, I didn't know I had caused an uproar in an office. I had just gone through some things. I was just walking in after having gone through my own thing, after having been basically chastised by my manager. I came in and apologized. Listen to what she says, because I wrote it down because this stuck in my head. If you would have just come in and said, I'm sorry for how I acted, I was just really upset and I hope you all weren't too bothered, we would have been able to tell you that blank, blank, blank had a panic attack and that you really scared us. I own it. If I scared y'all, if y'all are that tender, if y'all were like, oh my gosh, this fool's gonna have a whole nother panic attack like she did a few days ago, I get it. I'm not doing it on purpose, okay? There was something behind it. So I told her, hold on, am I supposed to come in here groveling? Am I supposed to come in here begging for y'all's forgiveness? No, but you could have come in here like an adult and approached us and explained to us what was going on. I said, what explaining? You know what's going on. You all know what is going on. You all hear it. You all see it. What explaining do I have to do to y'all? Y'all know what the heck is going on here. Y'all know why I reacted the way why I reacted. But now because little miss over here has had a panic attack and they're very close, now all of a sudden I have to explain myself, and that's a whole nother thing. They told our manager that, hold on. They told our manager that I've been so quiet and it's just giving off this hostile energy. First of all, heifers, what y'all didn't tell her is that you all ghosted me. You all are not talking to me. Ever since the whole police incident, you and the girls up at medical records, all of y'all are not talking to me. And if I'm not talking, it's because I'm in friggin' pain. I am in pain every day. But when you all speak to me, I'm cordial to y'all. I speak back. But am I jumping into y'all's conversations? Am I animating any conversations? No, I am in pain. These heifers made me cry. I was so mad they made me cry. And see, I trusted these girls. I genuinely like these girls. They totally went under my radar. I don't like people. I especially am very leery of women. But I liked them. I thought we were cool. But the fact that they're over here painting me out to be this monster to our manager, I saw the emails. Those are your words. That isn't something that people omitted things out of. Those were your words. Those were your emails. That's what I'm going by. They snuck under my radar, man, and then they pissed me off, and that hurt my feelings. And it hurt my feelings to where I cried. I let some friggin' females hurt my feelings to where I'm crying. Where I second guess myself. Do I need to apologize? I apologized again. I said, I do apologize that you all were very upset. Had I known that I had upset blah, 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 that much, I would have gone directly to her. Because I genuinely like these people. I don't anymore, okay? Call me petty. I don't give a crap. I am over it. I'm over it. I feel like I got tricked. And these heifers made me cry. They hurt my feelings. You don't hurt my feelings. You can piss me off. You can punch me in my face. You can punch me in my throat. You can punch me in my chest. I got that. I can deal with that. You don't hurt my feelings. I liked y'all. I trusted y'all. Okay? Y'all friggin' painted me out to be a dang monster. Okay? I'm this monster because I had a panic attack. Okay? I'm this monster because I refused to be talked to on a second date and accidentally slammed a door. Okay? I didn't yell, I didn't scream. The day I had the panic attack, that abuse was on myself. He triggered me so much that I freaked out. I freaked out. I hurt myself. I was the injured party, okay? I was the damaged and scared party. You think an anxiety attack isn't terrifying? They are terrifying. Terrifying. You can't breathe. You know it's an anxiety attack, but you swear you're gonna die. They're painful. Your whole body constricts, and I'm already in pain. I went through something. I did. Okay? And you all comforted me. Were in my corner. Rah, root. But then y'all turn around and paint me out to be a monster to my manager. And then on the 10th, when that psycho kept calling and harassing and cussed us all out. We all got cussed out. Every last one of us. But y'all still acting like there's something wrong with her. She's so hostile. She's so aggressive. She's giving a hostile energy. I am in pain. And this is where I started crying with them. This is where I was just so done. And I told them, I am not chatty. I am not that person. That's not true, Melissa, because you're very friendly. We all have gotten very, very close. I said, yeah, because y'all brought that out in me. That's not me by nature. Y'all brought that out in me. I said, but not even even the happiest person has a bad day. Even the happiest, most joyful person, when they're in pain, more than likely doesn't want to be fooled with, needs to be left alone. Well, how the heck are we supposed to know what's going on with you? We're here to help you. We could bring you lunch. We could do all this and that. We're here. I don't work that way. When I'm in pain, I want to be left alone. Well, it's so hostile. You were just there so angry. No, I wasn't. I was quiet. If you all feel that by being quiet and not talking is hostile, that's y'all. That is y'all's perception of it. I can't make you feel otherwise. I'm not yelling at y'all, cussing at y'all, snarling at y'all, being rude to y'all. When y'all speak to me, I spoke to y'all cordially. I had conversations with you about Temu. Everything was fine, but when I'm sitting over here quiet, I cannot fake a front when I'm in pain. I have been in pain. Well, you need to talk to... They're forcing me to tell them how I feel. So I'm supposed to walk in every morning and say, okay, the update is I have spasms in my neck, spasms in my shoulder. One of my butt cheeks is completely numb. And my leg is folding out from under me, guys, okay? So I'm on this muscle relaxer, I'm on this pain pill, and I might doze off here. I'm not doing that. I have no reason or need to do that. And y'all are saying I should under the guise that y'all just want to look out for me. No, y'all just want to make sure that ain't nobody mad at y'all. That's all you care about. Is she mad? Is she mad? Does she know that we narked her out to my boss? Whatever. And I told them, you guys stopped talking to me after the whole police incident. After I called the police, you and everybody and their mama stopped talking to me. I don't know why, but everybody stopped talking to me. Well, no, that's because you got quiet after that. Hell yeah, I got quiet after that. I had 2 days. I have a panic attack and dang near another panic attack. Plus, I'm in pain. I'm going through some things. And then the oldest one. Oh, my God, the oldest one. Well, we're all going through some things, okay? We're all going through some things. I have stuff going on in my life right now that if I were to tell you would make your problem seem like nothing. I snapped. That's when I snapped and I thought they're going to come in here because we all started talking at the same time. I get that we all have problems, but your problems certainly do not negate mine. So don't you dare set your mouth to say that your problems are bigger than mine, okay? Don't you dare say that. Well, that's not what I mean. What I meant to say, you already said it. You already said what you meant, okay? You already said what you meant. We all have problems, and mine are bigger than yours, and I'm handling it just fine. Well, bravo, okay? Bravo, honey. Aren't you the strong one? Ooh, aren't you just as strong? And that's exactly what I did. So, after all was said and done, I told them, look, even despite all this, I am not angry with anybody. If you all are angry with me, that's on y'all. I can't change that. I've already apologized. I apologized insincerely. I've apologized sincerely. I've already apologized. I cannot be who I'm not. I cannot walk in here and put a fake funk on my face when I am in pain, when I'm having to go to PT twice a week, when I'm coming back in here dragged through death after my PT. I can't do it just to make y'all feel better. I can't do it. And if that is a problem, then more than likely y'all are going to have to deal with it anyway for too much longer because I'm pretty much on the outs. Oh no, Melissa, I doubt it. Now they're trying to be nice. No, I doubt it. Well, more so the older one than the younger one. The younger one is still mad. The younger one is still mad that I upset her so much that she had a panic attack. No, honey, I didn't upset you that much. I might have been the cherry on top. But your baby daddy, your poor sick mother, your school failing your child. Not only that, that same little Miss Princess, just a week ago, just last week, was crying inconsolably on my other coworker's shoulder. I told y'all about that day, that it was a weird day. I told y'all about that day where her cousin, who turns out she hadn't seen in 2 years, her cousin's little girl had drowned, and she was just falling apart over there, and she had to go take a walk, and I felt very uncomfortable. I don't like crying. I don't like people who are crying around me. That gives me a lot of anxiety, and they know that because I've told them right away. Because they've had issues before, and I explained myself to them right away from the get-go. I may come off cold sometimes, but it's not that I don't care if anybody is going through some things. It just causes me a lot of anxiety, especially people crying. These ladies cry at the friggin' drop of a hat. These dang heifers are always crying, especially the little one. So that little one, inconsolable, crying on her shoulder all day. I was uncomfortable. Nobody asked me how I felt. Nobody came up to me and said, Melissa, I am so sorry if my crying is affecting you. I know that you have anxiety issues, and I know, I am so sorry. Are you okay? I'm a woman coming to you, woman to woman, adult to adult. Are you okay? Didn't nobody come up to me about that? Did nobody ask me how I was feeling? And trust me when I tell you, I was feeling very, very cringe. But it's okay for y'all not to look out for me, or not to take your own advice, or not to follow your own rules with me. But I have to with you. My intent was never to make anybody uncomfortable, certainly never to have anybody have a panic attack. But it's okay because my eyes are open. I see what I see, and I know what I know. And at the end of the day, if I get fired, I get fired. I can get unemployment. I was so tempted, I'm telling y'all, to get fired today. I was so stinking tempted to get fired today. But I said, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let it play out the way it's supposed to play out. At least I can get some unemployment, okay? I have an emergency situation. I can get some Medicaid, okay? I can get some Medicaid and continue with my PT, continue with anything else that I need. And my son has my back. I told my sister's like, we got you. My mama, I got you. I'm not alone. So I hate the idea of being 50 years old and getting friggin' fired. I don't get fired. I move on. I leave one job to start another one. I don't get fired, okay? But these people have left me feeling dirty. These people have left me feeling like I'm some incompetent psycho who's just yelling and screaming, acting a damn fool. And somebody who they're talking to as if though I'm obligated to share anything. I'm obligated to walk around on eggshells around them. Is my behavior affecting you? Is me over there being in pain affecting you? Well, we hear you over there in pain, Melissa. We could be helping you. I don't need your help. Thank you, but I don't need your help. I want to be left alone. This is a very personal thing with me. I'm a very prideful person. I don't want you to hear me, so I eat it. I don't want you to see me struggling trying to bend over and walk. I don't need your help. But we're all just a team, and we're all don't start that crap with me. Don't start the we're a family, we're a team, because my stomach turns. I have a family. Thank you, beautiful Jesus God, that I have a family, an amazing family, blood family, and I have friends that are like family, okay? Don't pull that crap on me. I barely known y'all a year, and I really don't know y'all at all. But anyway, I've been sitting here in my driveway. My sister is texting me, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Because she knows how upset I was when I was texting her earlier. It's raining. I'm going to go get my little dude, and then I'm going to go home. And all I can do, guys, all I can do is just because I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so angry. I'm so upset. All I can do is Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Honestly, I tell my kids, when you're overwhelmed, when you cannot even think straight, to pray, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And he's going to hear what you can't say. And I know he's hearing what I can't say, but I'm just so frustrated. I'm so upset, but I'm home. I'm here where I know I'm safe with my family. I'm going to go give my mama her kisses that I couldn't give her this morning because I was in so much pain this morning. Couldn't even freaking walk up the stairs to leave little dude. And I usually give her lots and lots of kisses in the mornings, and I couldn't do that. So I'm going to hike myself up these stairs because, believe it or not, as hyped up as I am, as much as I'm talking, my back is on fire right now. That PT, he tried to kill me today. He tried to kill me today. I got new exercises and we did new things, but yeah, he says my back is pretty bad. I did get my appointment for my CT and my MRI for June, not this Saturday, next Saturday. I go back to get my valve replaced on the car this Saturday, 8 in the morning. I have to go back to the dealership, but it's all covered. I do have a $100 deductible, but the other 800 something is covered through my warranty. So there's that. So there's little good things. There's good things that matter. There's good things that matter happening. There's good people that matter in that house. And nobody else does. Y'all do. Y'all do. But these people, these two faces, here we go again. I told you guys, didn't I tell you guys I was so scared of bringing up family medical leave and getting fired? Didn't I tell you? No sooner did I mention it. No sooner did I mention it did my attendance become an issue. No sooner did I say, hold up, I'm going to question HR as to whether or not this attendance policy is correct or not. They found another reason to write me up. So now, if these girls really are as heinous as I think they are and as two-faced as I think they are, they could very easily just tell my boss, she cussed, she yelled, she slammed the door. I'm walking around on eggshells all afternoon, making sure the door was closed carefully, even making sure when we were arguing back and forth that the pho or the shay or the dan didn't come out of my mouth, because I don't trust anybody. And this is how I felt when I left my last job. I didn't trust anybody. I didn't feel safe. I felt like my neck was in a noose. And this is only a year. This is only a year. But I'm going to go inside. I kind of want to stand in the raindrops. There's no lightning or thunder, so it might feel good. But am I wrong? Am I wrong? Was I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'll believe y'all. I'll trust y'all. Tell me if I'm wrong. Because if I am, I'll eat it. I'm a whole grown up. I can accept when I'm wrong. But yeah, it's just, I don't take crap lying down. I don't. And I defend myself just as well as I can without being ugly. And I think I did that. I think I was successful in doing that. But if people don't like my words and if people don't like my approach, oh well. I don't like your stinking ass approach either. And yes, I said ass. And I'm going to say ass again. Because ass is the donkey. But I'm going to go in here with my kiddo. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Hopefully in better spirits. Hopefully in a better mood. But my spasms are starting because I'm starting to relax. And once I relax, forget it. It's fire everywhere. But until my next girl, I love you bunches. Bye.